Dylan et Hendrix. Si on en parle aujourd'hui, ce n'est pas pour célébrer quelques douteux revival, ou pire encore le 127e comeback de Michel Delpech, mais bien parce que le susnommé Mark King nous a invités à boire un verre dans son bar. Ah, vous me direz, d'accord, il suffit de les inviter à boire pour qu'ils se déplacent avec toute une équipe à Rapido. D'ailleurs, j'ai toujours dit qu'à la télé, c'était pistonnage et compagnie, hein. Et je vous répondrai, non, Mark King, c'est le leader de Level 42, c'est un bassiste prodigieux, et en plus, s'il fallait que je vous énumère le nombre de tubes qu'il s'est payé dans le genre jazz-funk au fil des années 80, on y serait encore demain matin. Level comment? Level 42, et dans Rapido en plus.
D'abord, Rapido vous emmène sur l'île de White où nous attendait Mark King de Level 42 qui d'entrée de jeu nous a avoué qu'étant ado, il souffrait pas trop de l'isolement géographique de son île natale.
It's very communal and being an island, I suppose, it's forced to be that much more than perhaps other parishes would be around the UK, you know, that you can only go so far and you reach the water here. So a lot of people tend to know a lot of other people's business. But at the same time, it can be quite... It can be quite a positive thing if you think of, you know, for like a young up-and-coming musician, it was always a thing to become the best on the Isle of Wight. You know, I always wanted to be the best drummer on the Isle of Wight. Phil Gould and Boone Gould, who also came from the island, he also wanted to be the best on the island.
Aujourd'hui considéré comme un des meilleurs bassistes du globe, il a eu des débuts difficiles. Anecdote.
When I was 16 years old and was saying, how can you know, what do you want to do? I said, I want to be the best drummer in the world. And they said, this is ridiculous, you know, of course you can't. I said, well, why? You know, why do they always have to come from London or New York or Paris? I didn't say that, I was just being topical, you know, sort of thing. Why can't they come from Rue Street going out Isle of Wight, you know? And this guy was going, oh, it's ridiculous. And of course he was right, because I never became the best drummer in the world. But you see, you know, that where is the centre of anywhere?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right!
Level 42 version 92 ne ressemble que de très loin au Level 42 qui enfilait les tubes au milieu des années 80. Mais le fonctionnement d'un groupe n'est pas toujours simple, surtout quand on est le chef.
People say, how can it be a band? How can it be a democracy if it's only ever you and Mike that do the talking? And what happens to Gary Husband, our drummer, or Jacko Jackcheck, our guitarist? You know, how come we never talk to them? Well, when it's really a band and the democracy works is when we're in the studio and we're composing together, because we could never do a song that another member of the band at the time didn't like to do. And we tried doing that at one time, which is part of the reason of the fracture of the original lineup, is because there were musical differences and people weren't happy with what was happening, Phil in particular.
Si on a moins parlé de Level 42 depuis quelque temps, c'est que le destin s'est acharné sur le groupe. On a même cru que Mark King désavouait le dernier album.
I was quoted in the press a while back as like slating our last album, which I didn't at all. I just pointed out that if we were to do it again, we'd do it differently because we've been through so many changes since then. We suffered the tragic death of our guitarist Alan Murphy to AIDS, a divorce, we split up with the record company, so many things that go to shape the way you see things and the way you think about things. I mean, personally, it's affected me all with... I feel extremely positive about everything. I think that part of the recession that we see in the world is like a mental recession that's happening, that it's not just a financial thing.
You said once I had a hold on you, I believed you first time round. You don't know what you're trying to do. So when you turn around to realize I'm not around to find your eyes, then you'll know it's crazy to let me.
Level 42 remplissait des stades jusqu'à récemment. Les voici quasi revenus à la case départ. Mais quel effet ça fait de se faire jeter par sa maison de disques, Polydor ayant en effet refusé de sortir votre dernier album?
It's something that you love to make. And to turn it in and someone go, phew, not like that. You know, it's like saying, hey, here's my girlfriend. And they go, Christ, she's ugly. You know, it has that sort of, I think, my goodness me. And it makes you angry. And now sort of slightly philosophical about it. I mean, it was a wonderful thing that happened to us after 10 years. We could do with a breath of fresh air. Familiarity breeds contempt, you know, and I believe they were wrong. And I think we've been proven right, because I've had so much feedback from the fans who really like the new album very much. And that's what we're making it for. We're making a Level 42 album.